So November is officially over and I still refuse to take down my Halloween decorations because of reasons, clearly. Anyway, I read some books, not quite as many as I would have liked to, because I feel like I was perpetually in some sort of reading slump during November, but it's fine. I'm working through it. It's December, and more importantly, it's Harry Christmas to you, so I want to read some Harry Potter and some Christmassy reads this month, just because I can, and that should make it better. I'm working through the reading slump, so it's fine. Everything is fine. However, I did read some books, so I will just talk to you about those. To begin with, I read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and it was awesome. This is about 6 misfits from the Grisha world just performing this impossible heist, and it's very action-packed. It's so rich when it comes to characters. It's equally action-packed and character-driven, which I never knew was possible, but this proved me wrong. The characters are phenomenal. It kept me on the edge of my seat. So much is happening. The writing is so good. It's so engaging, and it just, everything feels intentional and right. Everything is some sort of foreshadowing. There are twists and turns at every single scene. It's incredible. I actually have a more fittingly worded review on it. I can't seem to be able to find my words today. I'm just rolling with it. So I will link that for you down below in case you want to know more of my thoughts on this. But it was a clear 5 out of 5 stars, and I need to read Grisha to be able to read the second book in this series because it's so good. And the next book reminds me why I was in a reading slump for a bit. You might know the American elections happened. I'm not even American, but I was still very emotionally invested, and so because of the stress caused by that, I wanted to read something featuring diverse characters, so I read The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. I've been seeing this around in like Irish and British book spheres. It obviously features a transgender character, and it's not like the greatest piece of literature I've ever read. It's a bit flat, but it's very heartwarming at times, and obviously it features a very important topic and something that I want to read more about, and I just thought it was a nice read. Like, I do not regret reading it. I would recommend it just because of this character and their struggle, but I feel like this theme was sort of sidelined for a chunk of the book, and I was like, is this just false advertisement? What is happening? But still, it's not a bad book. Then, if you've read Fangirl by Ray Morrell, you might be familiar with this, but I read Carry On, and it was so good. This follows Simon and Baz, whom we have mentioned once or twice in Fangirl, and this is neither like Kat's fanfiction of Simon and Baz, nor is it like the actual book that Kat, the protagonist from Fangirl, is inspired from to write the fanfiction. Does this even make any sense? This is basically just Rainbow's take on Simon's story, and it's kind of a satire on the whole chosen one story, and it's a lot of fun. I love Simon and Baz. I'm so invested in their story and their relationship, and Penny, who is Simon's best friend, is the babe. For about 100 pages or so, I would like to say, there were so many Harry Potter similarities. It was hilarious and ironic and kind of terrifying, but I just kept rolling with it, and the more the story developed, the more it sort of established itself as a very separate thing from Harry Potter, and it was just a lot of fun. My only issue is that I feel like so much stuff was left unfinished, so many questions were left unanswered, and like there were a gazillion POVs, which was fine, I enjoyed that, but some of them just weren't properly ended. Like, I still have questions, a lot of questions that need answers. So, you know, if Rainbow Rowell like want to write something more in this world, I wouldn't say no. And then towards the end of the month, I started this book. I'm like 300 pages in. It's highly overrated in my opinion. Yeah, I read The Time Traveler's Wife, or at least the first 300 pages. And I never knew time traveling could be portrayed in a very boring way, but this proved me wrong. I'm very iffy about the whole relationship. It's very odd. I don't think it's very romantic. I don't know what you people are thinking, but I'm very bothered by some things. I could not care less about the characters. I'm not a fan of the storytelling / writing style itself. I don't know if it's just me preferring stories to be told in more of a linear perspective, chronologically speaking, or what, but this is just not my cup of tea this far. It's not terrible. It's very easy to read. It's just not the best. It's very meh, just falls flat with me. So that's a thing. I don't know if I'm alone on that, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you've read any of these books, and if you did, let me know what you thought of them. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what else you read in November. So I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to speak or film videos anymore. So I think I'll just wrap it up. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.